We like this state park better than... Normally, when you book a state park, you expect great scenery, but not exactly a luxury RV resort experience. And when you book an RV resort, you usually give up that natural state park feel. But somehow, Gulf State Park in Alabama may have figured out how to do both. So in this video, we're giving you a full tour of the brand new resort area, sharing our favorite sites, things to know before you book, a few surprises, and maybe even handing out an award. Also, we'd love for other states to pay attention and take notes and see how it's done right. Kentucky?
Welcome to Gulf State Park RV Resort.
This video is sponsored by Electric e-bikes. We've owned the 2.0s, 3.0s, and now the XP4s. There may not be a better place to experience an e-bike ride for the first time other than Gulf State Park's smooth and beginner-friendly trails. If you've been thinking about getting an e-bike, we've always liked our electrics. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoy today's video. In our next adventure, old school style, we are coming to you with yet another great RV resort tour. And in this video, we are going to break down the order of the video for you like we usually do, which is going to include, yes,
Jarrett's world famous bike tour,
some of our favorite sites, likes and dislikes, and some things to do.
Now, before you guys click off, and we have read the comments and we have heard you need to do some state parks. This is literally a state park RV resort. And if you look right there, that's a tree.
That is an actual tree. So for those of you who might already have clicked on the video thinking RV resort that I want to get mad at because it's a giant parking lot, well, you might be mistaken, because this one doesn't feel like one of those cleared out giant parking lots. But there's gonna be people that disagree. So we're just already letting you know that we already know that you disagree.
So we're just addressing your comment before you comment.
Yeah, you don't need to even need to tell us. Some people are gonna love it, and some people are gonna be like, nah, not for me.
And so, just so you know, they also, as we've been here for a few days, they didn't clear out all the trees. This was a golf course, and I've never seen a wooded golf course that they've converted to an RV state park RV resort. So it's great. So it's like we're trying to give everybody, we're trying to make all y'all happy.
This is literally the best of both worlds.
Yes.
It is Monday, May 11th, the day after Mother's Day. We came down for the weekend because this weekend just happened to work out for us to tour the place, and the ribbon cutting ironically falls on the day that we're here.
This park is so new that we made the ribbon cutting.
Yeah, and we've never done that before. We might go over and check it out. We might get to watch that.
We might go to the beach.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't care that much. Like, it's cool, but like we vacation down here so much that it's kind of neat to like be here for like a grand opening of this big Gulf State Park resort opening that is going to be pretty well known to the area. I mean, it already is, and this is just an additional piece of the park, which I think there's going to be even more additions coming up.
I believe you're correct on that.
Hold on, still you got a bug. Watch your face, I'm gonna flick you. Oh, you got several of these gnats and an ant. Bring your bug spray.
Yes. First things first, Jarrett's world famous bike tour. So let's check out the campground via this idiot. All right, guys, as you can see, they have a really nice entrance. And I think kind of what's interesting to me is like they have these benches here. So I don't know if there's going to be like some sort of shuttle service at some point, like to take you to the beach or to the outlet mall. Coming in, got a small little alligator pond on your right, but it is a kind of a really pretty drive in. Freshwater fishing license required. Kind of coming back, like I say, it's a real nice entrance. It feels like a state park, but also feels like a resort coming in. As we're coming in, you have 4 check-in lanes here. Real nice. And they got us in and out pretty quick yesterday. So when you come into the main office where Valerie's going in, that's when you do all your stuff there. Kind of see how that goes, or like they'll give you your map and all that good jazz, your gate codes.
Gorgeous for a state park office. I love that there's a gated entrance. Look at these cute little lights.
But as you know, they did leave some of the trees here. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, they pulled down all the trees. I mean, they spent how many millions of dollars to put this thing in? And if they had went around all the trees, you could have doubled that number, and then the price on this joker would be 3 times as much. So you gotta give and take some. But they did leave some of the trees. So over there is the clubhouse and the pool area. We're gonna go down here to the right. All the sites seem to be pretty similar. Some are longer than others. This Salem's big and he's hanging off the back. There's Chris and Larry and Katrina from our everyday getaway. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, still sleeping in. That's okay. But as you can see, all the sites are kind of the same. Flat level, so, you know, they got the resort style power pedestal or the marine style, whatever you want to call them. All these things here light up, which makes it nice. And they did save us some trees, guys. They did save us some trees. And then if you go to the right over here, you can kind of see these are your pull-through sites, kind of your typical pull-through sites. 615 seems nice. There's a big old pavilion over there, and when you notice these little like mulch pathways, takes you to the pavilions. I have not been in one of the bathhouses yet. We'll check those out in a minute, but the dumpsters are behind the bathhouses, I believe. Oh, never mind, they're right here. And then this section here going that way will be a new section that they will get done at some point. So what's really nice about this campground is if you're in the middle row, like we're in the middle, there's nothing. This is all like green space behind you, so you can kind of see that trail over there, how it takes you to the pool, and it kind of comes down through. But it's nothing but green space behind you, so it makes you feel kind of private. And the sites are massive, and a few of these sites do have trees. Not a super huge campground. It's about 100 sites. I like this place. There's our site, and we got 2 trees, and it's huge. And if you look at it, when I come around here to the backside, the way it's staggered in, this is probably one of my favorite sites in the campground, is it sits back. And because it sits back, it makes it feel like you're by yourself. See how much further back we are than the camper next to us? So that's pretty nice. There's several of these bathhouses around. I think there's 3 of them. These also double as storm shelters. I'm not sure what those boxes are, but I'm guessing they're some sort of Wi-Fi box. Another pavilion. Since we're on a state park, if you want to fish these little ponds, you gotta have a Florida license. I know you can get like a day license or a couple day license if you're from out of town. Or not a Florida, we're in Alabama, an Alabama fishing license since we're in a state park. But as you can see, like I'm pretty much back up here to the clubhouse, and it's just a big loop. It's a big loop. You got a couple of little inner loops. All the sites are flat. And one thing that they did do, I'm gonna show you this one right through one of these pull-throughs. The power pedestal is good. The sewer cap placement doesn't stick up out of the ground, which I appreciate. I don't know about their Wi-Fi here. We're using our T-Mobile. Our T-Mobile's doing well. But you can kind of see what I like about how their sewer is that it's flush with the ground, so that it doesn't, you know, it just drives me crazy when you have to run your sewer uphill to get it in the hole. So these go down in, and it's just kind of nice. Big shout out to Electric. Thank you for sponsoring this bike tour. I do know they have a sale coming up. This video is gonna come out around right before Memorial Day, and I'm pretty sure they got a big Memorial Day sale coming up. Check them out. Links in the description below.
We're gonna go see the clubhouse. I think their palm trees need to grow in a little bit, but that's gonna take some time. Every new resort has baby palm trees. Wow, look how beautiful. There's a little office. And check out this little clubhouse community area. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous covered sitting area out here. Check this out. And these are comfy chairs. Comes out to the pool. Wow, guys, look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful for a state park resort. Love it. Lots of umbrellas and chairs. That's awesome. A lot of, quote, other RV resorts don't offer chairs. Not this many. You have to bring your own. And when the campground's full, you might have to bring your own anyway, because I imagine on a holiday weekend, this is gonna be packed. This looks like a splash area. How fun is this for the kiddies? This is an incredible playground. Lots of little kids gonna be having a good time there. 5 and 12 years old, guys, okay? So if you're 48 or 49 like Jarrett, this part of the campground is not for you. Sorry to burst your bubble. Look how cute. I mean, the design. This is an incredible area. So clean and nice. I would totally get on this and try it out for you, but I'm over the age of 12. Sorry. And look, they even have a state park tortoise. I don't know his name. Put in the comments what you think his name should be. He's too big to be Squirt. What's the other big turtle's name in Nemo? I forget. Put it in the comments. Crush. His name was Crush. And then to top it off, not only is this a beautiful pool area, look what else it has. That's right, community fire pit. How lovely would this be on a nice, cool summer evening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Jarretts.
I'm nervous. I don't know if it's a heater or not, but it's been raining, so if it ain't, it is not heated. This would be what I would refer to as refreshing.
We do have a nice vending area and 24-hour ice, which is good to know.
This area here, when we get into summer, where you can come get out of the shade with all the ceiling fans and the chairs, it's gonna be great.
I think this would be a great place for a camp out with our people. Look at this. Oh, this is cute. It's mini, it's clean, and there's really cool shades and really cool t-shirts. And swim diapers, of course, don't forget those. That's a cute t-shirt though. I like that. Wow, ladies, the humidity is real. Your jacket is now dry. Sorry. I don't know, they remind me of Back to the Future. It looks like eventually, guys, they might have like food because they have a bar here. Or, unless this is when you rent it out, you use it yourself. This is gonna be awesome. Kitchen, is it open? Ooh. 2 double ovens? Oh, and there's a pantry. All right, what else they got?
I love the smell of new construction.
It does. It smells like fresh wood. Whatever kind of wood this is,
well, I think it's
it
where
smells so good.
Where they stain the ceiling. That's probably what we're smelling.
Yeah. Oh, and it's huge. Wow.
A big TV.
But what would you do with this room?
We could have the first annual Glamper meeting. No whiners allowed.
But we're not the presidents though, this would be for members.
Members only.
We would have to get the presidents to host it. And
Yes.
They're on another YouTube channel. Not naming any names. The bathroom area is nice. I normally don't do this because it's a bathroom. Don't you want to see how clean and nice it is? Like, come on. This is super nice for a state park. Look at that. Here's their putt-putt golf area. Now, were you expecting it to be like a full course?
Well, she said 4 holes. When she said 4 holes, I was expecting more like a putt-putt course, like, you know, with the clown and the spinny thing and the roundy round, but this is more like a putting green, so this is cool.
Well, it's cute, yeah, and it gives the kids something to do. Big kids or little kids.
I think if I had my driver, or my pitching wedge, I could probably hit Chris and Katrina's camper perfectly from right here. Right in the front window.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that. And 2 lovely pickleball courts. Brand new, nice and clean. You know, it's a lovely view out here. I appreciate the view of the state park.
What I really love about this park, and it keeps getting my attention, is how the center of the park is open.
It's pretty great when the campers are like backed up.
Yeah, you don't have anybody in your back window.
Yeah.
Which makes it feel like even though you're on a concrete parking lot with full hookups, it makes it feel like you're kind of in nature a little bit.
Since this video is sponsored by Electric, we should test out the bikes on the mulch, don't you think? We've never ridden them on mulch. I'm in sport mode.
Am I supposed to one-handed ride this behind you?
Yes.
Well, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yes, this is totally e-bikeable. Look at me go. Okay, this is cool.
This is much better than the pea gravel at Forest Grove.
Did you lose your pedal assist?
This is crazy.
What's crazy?
Trying to do this one-handed.
That was awesome. I felt like Travis Pastrana. Yeah, that's e-bikeable. And it's fun and it's like rugged, but like if you fell, it wouldn't hurt as bad as falling in the gravel. Now that you guys have seen how cool this place is, let's talk about some of our favorite sites. Okay, look at this. Now I know there's a bathhouse here. As long as the bathhouse isn't incredibly busy with parking and people and, you know, people taking baths. This one's all by itself, very private, and it's 705.
I will say that looks like the new section, so you will get the traffic for the new section at some point. But as of today, it is very private.
But I'm talking about like nobody out your windows,
Mm-hmm.
except for the bathhouse over there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see those pavilions back there. We want to ride back to those. But what about this one? Yeah, 706. Check this out. Really no neighbors except 705 way over there. I mean, this is great. And the trees aren't covering your camper, but you still have them out the window. Okay, so if you want to get, if you want to get back to the pavilions, you just cut through the bathhouse and there's another mulchy trail. Okay. Well, it's a little bit of a rugged ride.
That's a little harder to do one-handed, ain't it?
It is. And if you want to have a party back here, you would have to walk and carry all your goodies. But maybe you have a golf cart.
These must be on, yeah, they're on motion lights.
Oh, yeah. If you have a golf cart, you could carry all your things back here, but there's no grill. So I guess you'd have to bring that too. But I gotta tell you, it is, what, Mother's Day? What is it, May? Second week of May? It did rain pretty hard yesterday, but the mosquitoes are awful today. This is very marshy.
I bet there's a gator or two in here. I don't know if there is or not.
Well, this is peaceful.
Very pretty.
All right, Jarrett likes this site 703.
Mainly because you get a huge yard.
You do get a huge yard. It's right across from the others we just showed you, and the bathhouse and all that. But then there's a row of other campers, of course. But what's your favorite about this?
Well, I like it, honestly, like I like any of the back-end sites that are in the middle, because when you back up to them, there's nothing behind you. But honestly, like these sites here, you'll eventually have this, when that's done, you'll have these people behind you. But in the middle over here, it's just kind of like this big green space in the middle. I really like our site, the way it sits in kind of behind everything. We'll show it to you in a second. But any of these sites in the middle are great.
Yeah, I mean, even this site right across it, let's see what it is. 702. I mean, you don't have any direct trees, but there's really nobody really that close to you. You've got a tree in the back, so if you have a back window, that's gonna be nice. I really like this one. This is 695. It's got the tree off to the side, trees in the back with the little trail, and then a neighbor, you know, way across the grass. Like, the yards are huge. You can't lose here. I don't think you can lose here.
No, I think all the sites are great. And I think one thing they've done that's cool is they give you a little fire pit ring off your campsite pad.
I love that too. The concrete is just wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful fire pit area and grilling area and picnic area all next to each other.
Yeah, then you can hit the trail and go right to the pool.
Yes, you can. Okay, do you want to show them our site?
Sure.
Our site's pretty sweet. It's site 686. These pedestals light up at night. Actually, I don't know if these do or the electric pedestal. I can't remember, but last night it was all glowy and pretty across the campground, but it was raining, so I didn't come out. But this is 686, and I love it. There's a baby tree they're growing here. As you can see, of course, we have a neighbor, but see how far up front they're pushed, and you've got all of this outside our windows. We do have the little rounded fire pit area like everyone else.
This is great, like if you're like hanging out here or you're at your picnic table, if you look this way, there's nothing.
I know, and out our back window at the rear kitchen, it's gorgeous. These trees are great. And they hang over like just enough so it's pretty. They're not really touching the camper.
So, but those of you boondockers who go to campgrounds and don't plug in your stuff because you've got a gajillion watts of solar, the tree's gonna block your sunlight. So I don't know what you're gonna do. You might have to plug in, just saying.
So this morning when the sun came up and you could see out our windows, almost all of our windows in our particular camper had a great view. Even the front, there's a camper across the street, but he's far enough.
I just like this because we have neighbors, so it's not like creepy at night, but you don't, like you're looking behind their camper. It's almost like they're not there. I
know, and I'm hoping tonight we can get some firewood and have a little fire out here. It's gonna be great. What do you think about how everything's placed? Good
placement. Like I said in my bike video, the sewer, so Tony and Larry don't make fun of me, is it's flush with the ground so you can screw it in. One thing they did do, and it's so annoying, is they got concrete in this thread, so I couldn't really screw my thing in. Not a big deal, but as far as how the placement goes, everything's close and it's in the middle of the camper, which makes it nice, especially with us having all of our power stuff in the center.
Look at this one. I love the trees back here. Check this out. Okay, 632. But look how cute those trees are back there. They're like all spread out. Same with 633. These trees are just like the others, but they're actually like a little closer to the concrete, but wouldn't brush your camper. Now there's some people's trash there because they just left, and it was the cutest little like teardrop thing, and they had their little tent canopy up, staked to the ground. It was an adorable setup. I loved it. So many favorite sites, you guys. 639. Check out these trees. Now, you know what I was gonna say, Jarrett? One thing I like about their website is they show pictures of each site as you click on them. I love that. And not everybody gives you that.
It's a great site.
And it provides tons of shade. Love, 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 love.
That's a lot of loves.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about dislikes, I'm gonna say right now, I don't think I personally like 669. Why? It's on a corner of all this major other stuff happening. So you're gonna get lots of traffic, people coming and going. Okay, not too big of an issue, right? Like no complaints here, just saying that I personally wouldn't pick this one. We usually like sites on the end, but this one seems like a very busy end. And then, of course, your neighbor is catty corner, so that's not too bad. But then you got this neighbor that's really close to your back window. If you don't have a back window that you like to view out of, it's probably gonna be a non-issue. But like if you're out here, you know, having a campfire with your family and stuff, you know, you're also gonna be partying with them too. So if you want privacy, I don't know that this would be your site, but if you don't mind having a neighbor or a friend nearby, then maybe camp with your friend here, that would be fun.
All right, guys, so those of you that are reverse challenged, they do have pull-throughs, and they're pretty easy to get into. They're super long, give you a nice wide apron, so that way if you forget to swing wide, you don't drive through the grass. But, I mean, they're kind of a standard site. I will say once you go to these pull-through sites, you don't get the trees that some of the other sites have. So you can't be reverse challenge and a tree lover at the same time. I just appreciate how they've got that little round thing where you can put your chairs around the fire. It's still on concrete and it's away from your camper. They've got the marine or RV style pedestals if you like those. So it's just, they've done a good job with this place.
Y'all wanna go see if this other famous YouTuber is up and moving around? He should be, it's 10:26 a.m. All right, wanna see if this other famous YouTuber is home?
This is the best way to find out if he's home.
They sure do like their ducks. All you Jeep people are funny. Cute.
We're gonna find out if he's home.
Oh, you're messing with his camper? What if you're at the wrong camper?
You can't leave your back garage door open all night.
What's up, Chris? How you been?
How are you?
Hugs.
Doing great.
You miss your wifey?
Yeah, I miss her dearly. I really do.
You left your door open, and I'm like, I'll just shut the door and throw a wake.
I thought I'm sitting in there. I had the earbuds in, and I'm like, I felt something. I'm like, and Boomer looked up, and I went, did someone just do something outside?
We got a question for you.
Sure.
Is your brother's name Perry or Larry?
Perry.
Okay, see, I was right. What is it?
Perry. P-E-R-R-Y. Perry.
Okay.
So, you know, he likes to be called Purr.
Larry.
I also think 610 is pretty cool. Neighbors, you know, over there, kind of out of the way behind those trees, and then you've got trees around, but not necessarily on you. I think it's lovely. And then there's no one here to this side.
You know, it was really great to see Chris. We're sorry we missed Katrina, but we'll hang out with Chris's brother Larry instead as a runner-up prize, if you will.
Perry.
It is not Perry. It is Larry. We've asked Chris to go on a bike ride with us a little later. It's just always so great to see those guys. We really got to know them pretty well the last couple of years. So we're trying to get him to go on a bike ride to the beach with us and hang out with us a little bit. And you guys with more of Chris if you want Chris in the video. And if you don't, sorry, it's our video. We'll do what we want. So as you can see, it was us riding around kind of looking at favorite sites. I mean, there's really not what I would call a bad site in here. There's some sites that are a little bit smaller, but there's nothing in here like, oh, we got that site, because all the sites are really pretty great.
What I love about our particular site that we're in, 686, is we're right on the end of the loop. If you look at the map, we're way in the back on the end of the street, and there literally is a bike trail, and it is literally a 2-mile bike ride to the beach from our campsite. If you take the opposite direction down the bike path, not toward the beach, but down the other direction, it's only 1 mile to Sun Outdoors. So you can hop on your bike and go down to their bar and grill. Mm-hmm. Pretty nice, actually.
Well, and they're really like, since I think they'll have food and stuff here at some point, but I think since they don't have it now, it's like you get the best of both worlds.
So let's get right into it. What do we like about this place?
Well, I can tell you right now, my first like is the size of the sites. they are huge.
For sure. You can't find sites that are this big in like an RV resort.
Especially a new one.
A new one where they've taken out all the trees. We know that the sites are usually pretty close together. You get all the amenities, of course, but the sites are usually packed in like sardines. And here, that is not the case.
I wish more resorts would like take notes on this one when they build them and lay it out, because this thing's laid out like extremely well.
One of my likes is the entrance. I love the gated entrance. Trees. Okay, so some of you, again, we addressed this earlier in the video, some of you are gonna say there's no trees. Actually, there's trees all around. I know if you see a drone shot of this, it's probably like, oh, it looks like a parking lot. No, no, no. Once you're down here and you're in it, there's trees. Now, not every site has trees, as you've seen, but there's trees all around. There's trees in the middle. There is greenery here. I do like that there's pavilions around. So there's a couple pavilions in the middle where you can like go pack a picnic lunch, go have a little thing with your kids or your family.
A big like about this place is this whole center spot between us is nothing but green space. So when you have a back end on the inner circle, like what we're on, there's no one behind you. And it's great. I mean, it just makes it feel like a state park.
The trails, of course, even if you didn't want to hop on the big long trails, there's these mulch trails in between. There's plenty of pathways and the drive, of course, around the campsite to bike in if you didn't want to do the trails. But the trails are like the thing to do here.
100%.
And everybody knows that. Gulf State Park, hop on the bike trails, get to the beach. But I love that they're all connected.
Yes.
From here to the beach, yes, to Sun Outdoors, to the pavilion, the pier, all of the things. You can bike for miles to your little heart's desire.
30 miles, I think, is what the bike trail length is.
Wow, total?
I think that's what I've heard. Now, we have not done all 30 miles.
The pool, who doesn't love this pool? It really does make the campground feel like a resort. It's very, very nice. It's got like those steps that go down in, you know, I think it's large enough. They do provide plenty of chairs. I appreciate that a state park would have so many pool chairs when other resorts sometimes don't provide that many. I do love the fact that you can rent the clubhouse here. Now, I don't know how that works or anything. You guys have to do your own research, click on the websites, make your phone calls, but it's really, really nice.
I kind of think this place, once it fills up, like it's going to be hard to get into. But if you're camping here and you're having like a birthday party or bar mitzvah or something of that nature, you know, in the summertime, you have an air-conditioned clubhouse that you can rent that's actually quite nice.
So what isn't there to like about this RV resort? I think we've covered most of it, but I think we would go as far as saying we like this state park better than Sun Outdoors. Would you agree?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like this park is new and they're going to add stuff to it. And so I think where Sun Outdoors would probably win out would be like the bar and the restaurant and the arcade and things like that, which you probably won't get here. But it's literally a mile down the road on a bike and you can still use all that stuff. But what makes this thing so much better is the green space here as far as the site size, and then you're a mile closer to the beach. And then, but the site sizes is just like, all right, this is really cool, and you have some trees and a few things like that you just don't get at Sun Outdoors. And so I think if these were like narrower sites and they built it like a newer RV resort, I would say Sun Outdoors all day long. But because you have the state park size sites here, this place wins out.
100% agree. It's just that we did a video recently showing Sun Outdoors Orange Beach, and if you want to watch that, we will link it in the description below. But that ended up being one of our favorite RV resorts, and still is. But now that we're here and we're right next door, if I were to pick between the state park and Sun Outdoors, and there was some availability in a site I liked, I think we might pick the state park just because it is a little bit cheaper, and like you said, the sites are like spacious, and you get that all over the campground. But Sun Outdoors does have all the amenities. So, but if you're at the state park, you can hop over and go have lunch at their cafe. So like, it's cool. You can't swim at their pool unless you have a wristband, but you can go over there and drink their drinks. Okay, dislikes. Do you have any dislikes? You had one. I don't have any. I don't have any dislikes.
My only dislike that I would say that I have as of the first part of May and them being open a week is there's no food on site.
Again, I think that word resort is throwing you off. We love resorts that have cafes or food or whatever, but they did say that they might be adding some food options. We don't know what those are yet.
Yeah. It could be peanut butter and jellies. We have no idea.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Go over here and get an Uncrustable.
Yeah.
And a beer.
Maybe
not together.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
We don't know. Never mind. Got it.
So really, that was my only dislike until last night, which I come up with a second. And I won't even say a dislike. It's just something they need to work out. And I was.
It could be something dangerous.
It could be something dangerous.
Currently.
And I think they'll work it out. And so as they have these fire rings like what you would see at a normal state park. And they poured these little, I can't know if you can see it behind us, but these little loops, and they set their fire pits on it. I'm like, I'm not sure about burning wood on concrete.
So let's back that up. When we were showing them our favorite sites, how much we were excited about these little fire pit loops.
And I think one thing they've done that's cool is they give you a little fire pit ring off your campsite.
And I'm hoping tonight we can get some firewood and have a little fire out here. It's gonna be great.
But after last night's incident, I think we're changing our mind. Now, let's cover this now. We did get a piece of footage from what happened last night. And we didn't want to like throw that in the first 30 seconds of the video with all this like over dramatized stuff for YouTube that would make the video sound, because we have good editors and we know how to put some things in different places of the video to kind of play off extra drama. And we want to communicate that that is not our goal here for this video, because what happened was like a real incident and there was some real fear and there was some real what could have been.
Sure.
But we also want to give this state park a chance to correct whatever needs to be corrected and work out the kinks, you know, because every new campground and every new RV resort needs to work out kinks sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so I guess I just wanted to relay to them that like, we're not trying to dramatize here, but we do want to tell the story truthfully. There's something that you guys might want to pay attention to if you're booking this early, like shortly after their grand opening. I'm sure that they will rectify this very soon. But we just feel like because of what happened last night to the couple over down the way, the family down the street here, we should at least address it for people who might be here tomorrow or next week and wouldn't know.
Well, I think they'll probably have it fixed by then. I'd say I would be shocked if these fire pits are here through the end of the day or the end of the week. So last night we're like, hey, let's have a fire, and they've got these fire pits on the concrete. And I had told Valerie, I'm like, you know, I really don't want to burn fire on there because it's going to bust their concrete. I talked about how I thought it would break the concrete.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I see your concern, I think, but like they've put 104 sites here with the same setup, so clearly they're not worried about it. So let's start a fire. So
I'm like, maybe they thought this through and whatnot. So anyway, we're burning the fire last night, and we was burning it for a little bit, and we're all sitting around it, and we feel a big thump. It almost kind of felt like a mini earthquake.
There was a noise. Now, mind you, there's music. We were laughing, talking, having a good time, and there was like a pop noise. But then there was also a feeling underneath all of our feet.
Yeah, well, like
we felt it.
Yeah, because we were sitting around the fire on the concrete, and it was basically the concrete popped.
And literally, me and Chris and Sarah all said at the same time, "What was that?" Well, because we all felt it under our chairs.
And I thought, well, I guess, we're the first ones to break the concrete from the heat. That's kind of what I thought. And I'm like, I honestly thought that was kind of it, and no big deal. And so we're sitting there enjoying the fire, you know.
We're like, we just kind of let it go. We're like, well, I guess the concrete popped. I guess it's okay. And we just moved on with the night.
It's just expanding because it's hot, you know.
3 minutes later.
In comes a dude from, Luke. In comes Luke from site six something.
We had multiple situations like that where originally one piece exploded and it caused several big pieces of chunks to blow out, burned holes in our chairs and burned my wife's leg. So we all moved back about 10 feet. We're sitting there. And it went again. This time it was a big, probably 8 to 9 foot fireball in the air. And
oh my gosh.
10 to 15 feet back. So I was driving around trying to find park security. And what we think is that since these are brand new concrete pads and they haven't set long enough, there's moisture that's underneath there that's trapped, and when it's heating up, it's expanding and exploding.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where when that pop happened, we could literally, all of us could feel it under our feet.
Well,
I bet y'all are going to have a chunk tomorrow if you move the embers. There's going to be a chunk of where that popped. Hopefully it doesn't pop anymore, but
well, I appreciate
and this may be something they need to deal with moving forward in the future about how they can kind of handle this.
Did your wife get injured, or nobody's injured, right?
Actually, no, she had it burned her skin on the inside of her leg.
Oh no.
Charred her skin, a little third-degree burn.
Well, I'm so grateful that you'd come over and tell us that. Sarah's moved back. She's like, I'm moving away.
I saw the fire, and I'm like, worthwhile stopping to tell y'all.
Thank you. We thought maybe you were going to be park security telling us to put it out. Okay, so update on the fire pit situation. Since the recording of this video and the time it was published, we were given information that the fire rings have been moved to the grass and it is okay to burn it there. They're also working on plans to modify the fire pit areas. And so if you book it and go, it'll probably already have been changed by the time you get there.
And so we're not like trying to be super dramatic about it, and we kind of sat there for a minute, and then they come back and like, hey, you did it again. And so at that point, we just grabbed the fire pit and drug it over to the grass and enjoyed our evening that way. And so now they have a little black ring on this pretty white concrete behind us, in a burn ring in the grass. That was something like, I kind of thought, well, that's weird that they're having a fire on concrete, but maybe this is like some sort of high heat concrete they poured, or like they've thought this through a little bit.
Well, they were very, very concerned because there was, like he said, small 3rd degree burn. There was some concrete that was blown, I think he said 10 to 15 feet.
Well, I don't think it was the concrete. I think when the concrete popped, it blew the ashes out of the...
It blew something out. Yeah. And the flame went up high enough that it scared them. And they had, some burns on their camping chairs. Either way, we didn't see that incident, but the way he described it, now he was all calm, cool, and collected. The way he described it was obviously, it shook them because it was new to them too. And they had the kindness and courtesy to come over and saw us, whoever else was having a fire, and warning us, like, hey guys, like something's up with the heat on the concrete directly. And we want you guys to know you might want to pay attention or be careful. And so we're like, okay, we'll do that. At that point, me and Sarah are backing away our chairs. We're like, okay, we're going to back up. All you guys were like, it's fine. And so me and Sarah were like, I don't think it's fine. I think let's go sit over here. And the guys were like, guys, you want another round of beers? and
Chris was like, that'll make great content. And so we're like,
Chris wanted something to blow up because he was like, we're going to get this on camera. The police come by, and at that point, that's when you all had already moved it out to the grass, and everyone felt safe at that point. The concrete was cooling. And as soon as the police got here, they were like, yes, perfect. You did the right thing. We were just going to ask you to move it to the grass.
Right.
We're fine with the grass being burnt. I'm like, we're going to burn up their brand new grass.
Their new sod.
Yeah, I felt really bad. And because there's like marks now in the concrete, and then there's a burn hole in their grass. But we didn't have another choice. We wanted to be safe too. Our goal here is not to knock the park in any way. It's just like a circumstance that maybe they weren't expecting to happen.
I'll be honest with you, we're coming back. Like, we've already booked this site again for later in the year.
100%. But we felt like we should mention it because they clearly were upset because they almost had accidents and injuries, and it clearly scared them. Okay, very next day, it was at 6:68 where this happened. These people have left. And we'll show you the aftermath, which doesn't look too destructive, but definitely not underplaying the fact that maybe someone might have gotten burned. But as you can see, there was a bit of an explosion here. They weren't wrong about the concrete all over the place.
You see where the cap broke off the concrete?
Yeah.
And so it's just, there's a hole there, and it looks like one right there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely busted up the concrete. And if that was like coming at you and there's giant flame and a loud pop, that would scare anybody.
Oh yeah, 100%.
On a more positive note here, which I believe all of this video has been positive so far, I would like to award the state of Alabama with a trophy for the best state for real. He's blowing a blower. This happens every video. Y'all need to go back and watch our RV resort videos and count how many times they're mowing the grass and blowing the blowers when we're filming. Y'all want to know what the trophy is I'm awarding here? The best state park RV resort there ever was. Because of everything we've already said.
Hold on.
Top 5 of places we would ever love to stay ever?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Who are we bumping? We're gonna have to go back through the archives, guys. We're bumping one.
So we got Tulona, Hilton Head National, and I'm gonna go with this place, number 3.
What were the other 2? You're all gonna have to go back and watch our content because I even forget.
You get to remind us.
Sun outdoors down the street. We love Orange Beach, Alabama.
I'm gonna go with this as number 3.
Okay, what we're saying is book it, because we don't know if this is gonna fill up as fast as the state park older edition, because y'all know that's hard to book and you gotta get in. Now I know what you're going to say in the comments. It's $75 a night.
That's freaking cheap for a resort.
This is great. And for what you get here and being so close to the beach, it's incredible. I would pay $75 all day.
Oh, and the great thing is because you're at a state park, when you get your parking pass for here, it works at like the pier and a state park and all the other stuff. You don't have to pay to park again.
Okay, new part of the video, things to do. Now, obviously, it's Orange Beach, Alabama. You know all the things to do.
There's plenty to do.
There's plenty to do. But we want to name a few that we did this weekend that were new to us. They may or may not be here at the time of this video if you're watching this 3 years from now. But currently, 2026, Cosmo's Courtyard is right down the road. Hop in your truck, past the wharf, it's on the left. Buzz Cat was a breakfast cafe. Great breakfast. You can get little grab and go, chicken salad. You had a little Hot Pocket thing. They have pastries, baked goods. It was great. Just a stop-in place to go. Right next to that, Luna's, great place for lunch or dinner and live music. Chris said he went and they liked it. Looks like a really cute courtyard for live music.
So we went this morning and had Mother's Day breakfast the day after Mother's Day because you could actually get in. And we went to Brick and Spoon, and that place was...
Everything on the menu was great. Beignets, shrimp and grits, omelets, French toast. Loved our time we spent with Chris and his brother and Sean and Sarah. If you're a breakfast person, go to Brick and Spoon. Obviously, the best thing to do here is beach it up all day long. And if you don't want to sit in the sand and bake for 12 hours, you can bike it up all day. And I think that is the greatest thing to do in this area is hit the bike trails. Whether you're on a regular bike and you need your exercise or you want to hit the throttle on your e-bike, either way, I vote for e-bike. Well, let's go on a bike ride and then maybe later we're gonna find some firewood because you cannot get firewood here currently, but they don't know what the situation is on that yet and if they'll have some available.
He said he wished he had it. Wished he had it.
So we might be seeing a little more Chris than you wanted to, Jarrett.
As long as he brings Larry around, we're good.
Larry, bring Larry.
Jarrett's world famous bike tour and this ride around Gulf State Park is sponsored by Electric. We can't say enough good things about them as they're a great company. We've had their bikes from the XP 2.0s to the 3.0s and now we're riding the XP 4s. Great bikes. No better way to get around a campground than on an electric bike. You can buzz down from your campsite to the beach. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So if you're coming out the back side of the RV resort, back by where we are parked at 686, there's a mulch trail that takes you across a little bridge real quick. Don't be scared. You're gonna go through the woods for just a second, but it's not long. You're gonna cross a little bridge and then you'll see the directional signs that explain which way to go. You want the Gopher Tortoise Trail. It's 2 miles to the beach pavilion. How cool is that? These are some of my favorite e-bike trails down here at Gulf State Park. And we also like the ones at Hilton Head too. Down on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, great place to take your e-bikes. So if you get a pair of e-bikes, you're gonna love them. I do recommend getting a comfy seat though. You're gonna have to trade out the one that it comes with. And everybody knows this. It's just like the RV mattress. When you get an e-bike, you're gonna want a comfier seat. I recommend the Cloud 9, but I haven't tried anything else yet. I do plan to try a different one coming up soon. But until then, my Cloud 9 gets me to the beach just fine. Look who it is, a couple of U of L Cards fans.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Big U of L fan.
Always love meeting up with some base camp members. Sean and Sarah, you guys are cool. And speaking of bike accessories, Sarah showed me her, hey guys, they have those little mirrors on their handlebars. I definitely got to get me a mirror. That way I can see people cruising up on me behind me. Because you know, you never hear them till they're like right up on you. And I used to have a bell and we were making fun of Chris because his bell is like, you know, real ting, ting, tingy. Just kidding, Chris. So we need a bell and we need a mirror. Great way to get your leg workout in and your steps in. Look how pretty it is today. And there ain't nobody here.
If you're not,
except these two monkeys.
shout out to David from 30 miles in some direction from Chattanooga or Cleveland. I'm sorry, David, I don't remember exactly where you told me you're from, but thanks for stopping us on the beach. Now we're going to ride our electric bikes around a little more and we're going to hang out with Chris, our buddy Chris from our Everyday Getaway, and we're just going to do that off camera. So we're going to put this guy away, and then we'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
We know there's a ton of stuff to do in Gulf Shores, but one of the best things you can do is grab a good bottle of wine or some good tequila and share it with a couple of friends around the fire. We're so grateful for the friends who shared some time with us this weekend. You guys, we appreciate you. You made our trip so much more fun. Wrap it up.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We went back and did an old school campground tour, which we haven't done in a hot minute. We normally been grouping them together, but this one deserves its own tour. And if you get a chance to come here, because honestly, I think when people figure out that it's here, you won't be able to get in. You're going to be back at that having to wait book of the year out or whatever it is.
It's already booked out for the 4th of July. So go ahead and book them. We know you guys will love this content. You tell us all the time, and you take the trips that we come to and recommend and show you around and say we love it. You guys book them up right and left. So congratulations to the trophy winning State Park RV Resort of Alabama, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. Woo! Like as I'm clapping, give it a round of applause.
A golf clap. If you get a chance to come here, and you know it's bring your bikes, because this is a place that once you get here, you can literally park your bike and do everything you need to do, or park your car and do everything you need to do on your bike.
Which is what we're gonna go do now. We're gonna go hit the beach. So,
see you on our next adventure.